I am going to use my essence to try to see if I can feel the presence of a gate here.
Go for
Ah,
it. He says.
Essence times 2.
If there was actually, you might feel the echoes of yeah, it is worth a check. So if you want to try to get Pete to do it, then he might get a check in his essence too. You feel the echoes of a fading song that is already gone.
Okay.
yes, I do. Essence by 3.
Fading, fading.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can sense the fading of a gate.
Is there any
Portal.
way to feed it magic to make it come back?
Not as far as you would guess. You're thinking that everybody make fun of Matt's glasses, by the way. He likes that. You're thinking that it's was kind of either a one shot thing or one time deal or something like that. Yeah. Unfortunately, if you had like some sort of gate magic and it was really high and you were up like level 10 spells and just fucking rocking it and shit, maybe different. But for you guys, you barely know your level ones.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Don't know unless you ask.
Yep.
Exactly.
I will be a wizard someday.
All right, so we popped in for a gate. It's now here. It's lost. Don't know where it's come from.
It's going to come back and live with you, is your guess.
We need to do something with it.
It seems to be signing one thing over and over.
Help me! Help me!
Quite possibly. It's something different than it was signing before, but it's definitely making the same signings.
Can you understand us? Yes or no? I'm sorry, I was doing yes. No.
It does the same thing with all of its tentacles. It goes, and you're at this point you realize yes and no are alien concepts to it, apparently, being an alien and all.
Okay.
Apparently, going by every science fiction movie you've ever seen, all you have to do is talk slowly and loudly to it in English, and it will understand you.
We are not in Cormier, nor are we Cormirian, okay? Um,
I'm not sure. Besides trying to get out of this place and having it follow us.
is there any lights here? Like, is there any electrical
Your
things or anything?
only your dwindling batteries of your cell phones.
Your cell phone no longer works very well. You're
No,
because you're gonna have to get a new one,
the
right?
the photo part of it doesn't work.
Yeah, you can still make calls on. It's just his camera literally fell out the back.
Yeah. The camera just broke on it.
I would keep it away from water if I was you,
Mm-hmm.
especially now it's got a hole in it.
But yeah, get a replacement phone. When we get to service.
How can you get such a wondrous item?
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to gain anything further by hanging around here.
They're trying to get Chris to move again, even though he's gone up somewhere else, because they just like to have him move all of his stuff around.
Yes.
Are they just torturing you for fun, Chris?
I think so.
Nice. Do you need to move again?
Trying to, but I know what to do. It's not a big deal.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to give you a moment to do stuff if you need.
I'm gonna do that now. 'Cause
Okay.
it won't. Yeah.
Deal what you got to deal with.
Yeah. So, Pete, it's all up to you because Chris is getting messed with horribly.
Yeah. All right. So I don't think we've got any way of communicate. Well, besides Doc managed to understand the language a little bit.
He could have been mistaken. He could have been lying. He could have put something about needing more anal love on the wall in the alien's language. There's no telling, but the alien is choosing not to notice it, apparently. The problem is that it doesn't even have a face to get some empathy and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. But the only thing we can do, I think, is leave, try and get some cell reception, see if it's a known alien race. I mean, it may not. The fact that it came through a portal, chances are it's not even from this realm. So,
Yeah.
But yes.
No problem. You encounter the problem really, really quick. Basically, as soon as you start moving toward the exit, it's going with you. And then when you stop, it stops.
Yeah,
So,
I suspected that
yeah.
might happen.
You've apparently adopted the new ship monster. Yeah. It does sign something to you.
Mm-hmm.
Give me your alien understand weird language roll, please.
No, sorry, no idea what you're saying.
Neat, you say.
And I have nothing that will help.
Hooray.
All right. We'll head out of this area, try and find a exit or somewhere where we can get cell reception.
Sure. You eventually find somewhere with cell reception, probably
All right.
before you find an exit.
That's good. I will then search on known alien species to see whether or not this is one of them.
Give me a computer use roll to destroy your cell phone utterly by sticking your finger into the back and wiggling it really hard, because that helps with the research.
It certainly does.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Nope. I do not destroy it.
Give me a what's it called roll? Research roll, please.
Library use.
You're getting laundry done and everything.
Lovely.
Yeah, but look how much you're doing. You make it, Pete?
Yep. 550.
But I need to patronize you a bit. Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to make him feel better about his shit, Pete. It's not working. No problem. There are no known alien races at this time, although they have discovered some. Well, okay, aside from like the little itty bitty microbes and shit that they discovered on Mars that nobody gives a fuck about. I mean, when you discover something cool, possibly it's packing lasers and shit, then people care.
All right, so there's been no discovered intelligent alien races as yet.
Not yet. You're pretty sure they would have destroyed this planet if they were intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
Turned it into a museum thing like Venice. I think Chris is still in his basement somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. Like he'd moved to where the water heater is and stuff.
Well, he's always liked water heaters.
Yeah, so okay.
Yeah, Chris used to live in a water heater. Matt brought that up.
Okay.
So that's why Chris feels very comfortable near water heaters.
Call him Water Heater Chris.
Water Heater Chris. That's right. Yeah. Why? So you're still in the basement, and they're chasing you around with paint now?
Yeah, I guess they're gonna paint the floor, but they have to wash it first, and so they need everything out of the way. I didn't know that you couldn't wash part of it and move shit over, but I guess you can't have anything on the floor.
So, but you're still in the basement?
It's partitioned. So there's like the main basement, and then there's like a doorway and a wall, and they're not doing this part where I'm in right now. This is like
Perfect.
storage.
Cool.
But I was like, she was like, I'm like, really? It's like it's like a retail manager. Like you get around doing things a retail manager wants you to do by finding a better way, and they look at you like you're an ass, and you don't know what you're doing, and you're stupid when you're clearly more intelligent than they are.
Fun.
Eventually, you'll be able to murder her and bury her in the basement, and you won't have to worry about this anymore.
Yep.
Cool. So,
It's recorded.
oh, sorry, shit, I forgot we're recorded. Anyway, right, the alien has followed you guys because your fellow purple people eater guy has decided to move you guys to where he can get some cell phone reception. He did some research or played a game on his phone or something, and then looks at you like, and yeah. So you three are hanging out closer to the surface, maybe, and got your alien buddy with you.
So apparently they have not encountered any intelligent alien races as yet in this world.
Okay. Well, this was popped through a gate.
Yeah. I know it was potentially from another realm, but I just thought I'd on the off chance
That's been
there's some
discovered here.
crossover. Yeah. That would give us a starting point to.
We could leave it in
on.
Igor's room.
That's just fucking cold-blooded. Plus, the problem that you've discovered is it doesn't really understand you, and so it just keeps following you around, and it keeps signing the same thing over and over. You don't know what it means. Unless you make a new alien language roll, which apparently McKay already tried and failed.
Yeah, I can't work out what the hell it's on about.
Yeah. Also, you notice that it's able to make signs and stuff that you guys wouldn't be able to, because like one of its signs, it kind of crosses its things like this, and parts of its thing rise and parts of it fall, so it kind of fits. Did you fucking make it again, Chris?
No, I have not rolled yet.
Okay. But so yeah, pretty much unless you were wearing stuff, like possibly your bugs could do it if they fucking, got a course in this or whatever. But unless you were wearing stuff and had an extra arm, then you would not even be able to do this sign language stuff.
Okay.
So if you can get an extra arm and be able to bend your already existing arms in interesting ways, or possibly just get fake tentacles, that would be a fucking kick there. Welcome to Fake Tentacles. May I help you?
So, yeah, if you can't understand it.
Oh, he hasn't rolled yet. He's just glowering at it right now. Go ahead and give me a roll to understand the sign that it keeps. Yeah. This thing's fucked and you guys know it.
Have you been able to get Indigo to do anything for you?
What do you mean?
Well, we need some heavy processing power to try.
Well, what I was thinking is that we're not like the med bay is empty now. It used to be full of stuff. I was thinking that we need to have this guy stay in the med bay, or Igor, who I haven't seen, we could stick it in Igor's room as well.
I can't imagine why Igor fled in fear.
Since Igor's not in that room anymore, we can leave this there. And there's so many bugs in there, they can watch it and see if they can ascertain anything from it at all. And I can give it a translation of what it wrote, since I know for some reason what it means.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. Like, if we can get Indigo to using your translation as a basis to and get it to write some more stuff. Build up.
Also, depending on the bugs, might be able to analyze it or whatever, learn more about it, and then figure out maybe how we can get it back home.
Yep. Even just fundamental communication.
Well, let's go back to, we'll continue on to the base and we'll bring it over to Igor's room.
Sure. Eventually, you manage to get it back there. Trying to get it to stay is trickier. Both of you guys give me alien language rolls to attempt to communicate stay. Because it keeps flashing that same sign over and over. Like it makes sense now.
No idea.
Cool. It really, really wants to go with you.
Oh, I have a, here we go. So
You
on my phone, I put green. So you can see green. Like it's like the color green. And I walk in a circle. And then I pull up, and then like another browser, I do red. And when I pull up red, I stop. And then I pull up green and I walk. And then I pull up red and I stop.
Look at it go. Okay.
And then, and then we start walking through the door. And then when it gets to the door, I turn on red, so it stops.
It does not stop is the problem. You're not sure if it can perceive colors. It doesn't have eyes.
I try to put up my hands like a stop, like, and I point at it, and I point down, like I point at the floor. I point at it, and I point at the floor.
It makes it tries a different symbol toward you. It's using its tentacles to point underneath itself. You guys look at it for a while. This is the most frustrating thing
or
ever.
water or dirt or something. Is it worth seeing from Indigo's aware of other realms and stuff, is it worth seeing if Indigo's familiar with these creatures?
I am all around you. You hear the voice from literally all around you. It sounds like that thing you're talking to.
Are you familiar with this creature? Indigo? Have you seen its type before?
No.
Oh, we give it the
voice.
picture of what it said, and I tell Indigo what it means.
Indigo's impressed that you speak alien languages and shit. It attempts to analyze things and try to figure them out. It is a super computer.
I would hope so.
Right. It begins to reform some of its stuff. It's going to try. Essentially, it's having you guys hold up your phones so that it can try to make like the shadows on the wall to try to signal this thing.
Why don't you use some of the bugs since it makes a screen, the bugs can, why don't you have an LCD through the bugs like they did in the other room?
It can try that.
Is this easier with the phone?
Yeah.
Or bring it up and then we can bring it up on the screen and we can then write it on the wall.
All right, it's going to attempt to do the writing thing. Yeah. Right. It writes something and has you guys, and then actually it brings an LED screen and then it has it, and then this thing comes over and breaks the LED screen, and then there's a lot of talking, and eventually you guys are going out and like it's still attempting to communicate with it, hence distracting it. It has you guys go out and get it wants you to bring back something for it to write on that can be erased, or a lot of mud that can be smoothed. Something like, go get something that can handle the writing.
Like a sandbox type thing.
If you want to carry, if you want to carry 100 pounds of sand and shit, you could.
I can carry no problem.
Just get a whiteboard or something, and as in not a whiteboard per se, but something you roll up and a texture or something.
It's gonna be about the same weight, honestly.
No, not a physical whiteboard. You can get the ones which are, you can roll them. You can fold them up. You can roll them up. It's just the type of material.
Oh, okay.
Like you can basically
roll up whiteboard.
And put it up on the wall.
Yeah. So, sorry.
Okay. Huh? Oh yeah. Where'd it go? There it is.
I also need a link to.
Yes. Oh, it's in roll 20. But I'll put it in again.
Yeah, because I can't see the text.
Lies.
Anywhere I came in.
Oh, lies. Really? I didn't know that's how it worked.
So like this is a fold up whiteboard.
Oh, look at Pete with his fanciness.
Okay.
There's the thing, and here comes Matty Matt. Here comes
It's just
Matty
the
Matt.
it's just the thing it's covered in. So you just do it in card or whatever.
I got my thinking glasses on.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
No problem. It shows you guys sitting there like buying a whiteboard at some random shop, and you see Alex Kinley come in. He's like looking at the whiskey thing and doesn't even notice you. He's like, whiskey, buy that, and dad.
We can't bring them back there anyway.
That would be extra funny.
Not allowed.
Why don't you stay in the car? We do have a car, so you stay in the car now.
Anybody cars.
He doesn't like the car either.
Cars.
You're
That's
for
it.
some
Well,
reason
we're
you're
in
back in the cyber
in
place.
the back of the van. The back of the van's not as bad.
They are trying to get you to go into a giant demon-powered box. It's not a demon box. It's a demon-powered box that actually has like demon overthrusters on the bottom, so that it can like take you into the sky to never be seen again.
I'm going to go to the pub across the road. Just come and get me when you're done with your demon stuff.
Okay.
All right.
You guys see him in the background go across the road. He's all happy, and it shows him beating the shit out of the robot bouncer. He's like, Demon! Demon! And eventually he goes, not you again, Demon!
Why don't we meet up at the boneyard later?
Demon!
I'll go there now.
All right.
Shows him running by with the 2 bottles of whiskey. A couple of robots chasing him. Bastard! Bastard! So, right, you bring something for the alien to write in, and it attempts to write stuff in the sand, and that's not really a problem for it. But then the Indigo attempts to read it and says, I believe it may be hungry.
Sorry, Pete, you have to discard down to 4, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course.
I'll go out and buy a bunch of meat. I'm assuming this is probably it. Can I roll my xenobiology to see what kind of food?
You have
it might be?
xenobiology? Sure, go for it.
It's not very high, but yeah, I have it.
Nice.
I don't make it.
You think maybe
So
it
I
only
buy, like,
eats species.
And some I get meat and some vegetables, and like I do a grocery shopping trip, I guess.
Great.
And I come back and I just
all NPCs discard all cards, mate.
Right. You bring back stuff. It does appear to be a herbivore. So all that meat just lays on the ground, but the rest of it basically runs over and it just sits there and it absorbs it up through its bottom, and then poop comes out the top. They're pretty much most of the robots in here have been changed to cleaning robots and stuff, and the air purifiers are working overtime.
Gotcha.
Indigo tells you the quicker it goes away, the better.
Okay.
Doctor. I will assign extra robots to you in order to analyze its writings and tentacle motion.
Okay.
That's a little heavy, you say. You're now walking kind of fucked up. Don't let Alex Kinley look in your fucking bags, whatever you do.
Huh?
Shows him at the boneyard.
I sense evil.
No problem. So you've fed it, and it seems ready to follow you onto the streets of the overworld, where you can hear people scream when they see it, and then start the whole process again. Let the good times roll, you think.
Can you tell it to stay here?
No, it's Indigo says, I look at Chris's face like, you motherfucker. As it
Comes
says
with
that,
us.
like some shit kind of explodes out the top of the alien and splatters part of the wall and stuff. It is the most disgusting alien ever.
Damn shit monsters.
Mm-hmm.
It's like part snail, part something
The
else.
garage with the car in it. Can we take it to there and put it in the back of the van?
This is possible. Thank Guard Pete for thinking out of ways. Indigo likes this plan a lot and is signaling to the creature and stuff.
Is there any way?
Random lights.
Is there any way of getting rid of Phil?
Pete, you might want to move your mic back down a little bit.
Sorry,
sir.
is there any way of getting rid of Phil because he's covering over the button, covering over the drawer?
No, I cannot figure out how to fucking kick somebody, and I looked for like a half an hour on it. I will message him saying that you've left your shit on again, but
I don't get it because when I just close down the thing, it logs you out.
he may have left his computer on or some shit. Yeah, I agree. Messaged him. Yeah, Pete, if you ever figure out how to make that kicking thing easy, great.
Especially if you're some kind of moderator, you'd think you'd be able to do it.
You would think so, but I read about other people bitching about
okay.
it.
So what the suggestion is to create a landing or a OOC room page, or basically create a page and move that player to the page. Move.
Oh, I've got a different page I can move. Is it? Oh wait,
Yeah. So just move
a
it to the
message.
page.
Just move to like a blank page you're not going to use.
Yeah.
And then he will be
Well, yeah, but
forever in the void.
but the problem is that I have no options to move him.
You should.
You just
You should.
click on them and drag because I can do that. I can.
How do I move him to a different page though? Because if I go to a different page, he is in the different page.
How do you take all of us to another page?
I move I open the page toolbar thing at the top, and it has like a little red ribbon that says players.
Try and drag his avatar to that tab then.
Oh, I
We
see.
don't have that
I
tab.
see. Frank. Oh, no, he's still in both now because he's also in the other one.
Oh shit. He's spreading.
Yeah, the people who made this apparently didn't think of that.
All right. Are you able to?
Oh, he's gonna get lost and forever.
Well, if you open up Roll20, if you make your window bigger, you'll have more room. That's what I keep
He's
running into.
gone. He's gone. What'd you do? You got rid of him.
Okay.
It seemed.
He did it.
Oh, you messaged him, did you?
Yeah.
Did he say oops?
Yeah.
Like, how do you leave that shit like that for that long? I don't get that one.
People leave their computers running and forget to exit.
Yeah, but I mean, leaving random web pages going.
Right? That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I'd never do that.
Oh,
porn pages.
my partner leaves when I go onto a computer or whatever. There's often 15, 20 tabs in Chrome open,
Oh
Wow.
no!
and some of them are probably from a week ago.
Wow.
Wow,
She just does not shut stuff down.
that's just weird.
With Logan, it's mostly porn.
Right.
Hmm.
The fact that it's just like, yeah.
Hey, we live in the information age, and some of that information is gooey and spurty. So
Yeah, I
There you
don't know
go.
what to get rid of.
I don't mind the normal stuff, but when I walk past this computer and I see the midget horse porn, that's when I get really confused.
midget horse porn is the wave of the future. How do you think centaurs are made?
I have bulletproof and helpful librarian, which aren't that good. So if you have things that you're going to get rid of that are crappy, I'll take them.
Well, basically I've got Clog and Greed, Negate, plus D6 damage and 2 limited retrieves.
Mm.
Hence my dilemma as to what to get rid of.
Well, the limited retrieve you can't use to get pause cards back. So do you want to give me one of those? And if you
Yep,
need
yep.
it, I can give it back to you.
Oh no, I'm happy to give it to one of you. Give it to you. I mean, yeah, limited retrieve is good if someone gets the raise a skill or raise a stat card. It's quite good for that one. Or I've used it on the sanity card, which is how I got heaps of san.
Even more card cycling as well. I mean, they are handy cards.
So you want to take this thing and stick it in the back of the mystery mobile and then fly it on out of there, Chris? Because you haven't gotten to scrape up this van in a while. Pretty much the only thing that's probably keeping this thing going after so many scrapes is that it gets repaired to some degree by Indigo.
I'm just glad I decided not to stay in the back of the van.
It just shows him sitting there getting sprayed with shit at random.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Normally he has to pay for that though.
Card for Pete? Yes, you are correct.
So what we'll do is we'll take it out of here. I'll make my roll in a second to fly it around.
Take cards, Matt.
We'll get I guess we'll rent something that we can keep it in.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see the PCs pull this one off.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if we're going to be in the low, if it's going to be in the poor area, whatever.
Yeah, have another card, Chris.
Yeah, if you guys can actually come up with something really clever for the care, feeding, and storage of this thing, which appears to be able to go through gates, then, I'm interested.
I say we just go to a big and tall store, buy some really baggy clothes, and just introduce him to everyone as Uncle Herman.
I just see a bad drawn on face with shit coming out top of his
And everyone instinctively go, he's a bit strange looking. He's a foreigner. Where he's from, just he's a foreigner.
What we could do
Trump would believe it.
We could drop it. We could take him, bring him to Burlington, put him in the bomb shelter, and tell him to stay there and come out at night to feed because there's vegetation all over the place.
I was thinking we just go to Clem's barber and see if Clem understands him. And Clem would, and if so, then he can get taken back to his own world, his own realm.
Okay.
Since that's a backdoor to all the realms.
Wow. Chris, take card. Pete, grab a refill. And Matt, post dramatically.
I was going to say, I don't know if Alex, are you familiar with the back door that was discovered?
No one's going in my back door.
He's stuck on back door. Might have figured that already. Like back door, huh?
That's a no-go zone, I'm afraid. No,
All right.
Unless you're in cell block D.
I didn't even know where I'm at. Where am I?
It shows you in the boneyard, wondering when they're going to show up. And give me an alcohol tolerance roll there, Alex.
Yes.
The bartender
guys-
says, "Put this on your tab as well. You are paying your tab before you leave, aren't you, sir?"
Yeah, of course.
Oh, great. But could you say it without laughing insanely before and after saying, "Of course"?
No, shut up.
Yes, sir. He says.
Well, I don't even know. I mean, last time I remember, I was not here.
He says, "That's the way walking works, sir. First you start someplace and then you end up someplace else. You walked in here."
Did I?
He looks nervously around and says, "I'll get you another drink."
Do you guys have any crap cards?
Yeah, probably.
I have a prestige victory.
I'm telling you, I don't think you're going to get on a prestige mod at this
right,
rate.
and a skill 5.
Right, skill 5, science 20.
Ooh, science.
Armor 1, and fancy footwork. Science.
Because I've got a clogging greed, a negate, a d6 damage, and a limited retrieve. Just
Why don't you give me-
because I'm doing a refill. If you want to trade me your crap cards, and I'll give you
Well,
these
I'll
cards.
just toss my crap. I'll toss my skill 5. I'll toss the prestige victory. Give me 2 cards.
Alright. Give you that one, and oops, if I drag that up there, you can give you those 2. There you go.
So
Matt?
you need 2 cards, 2 more?
Yep. If
Yeah.
you got 2 crap cards,
Yeah.
just
I'll
add
get
them
rid
to
of
the cards.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give her a skill 5.
And you can have those 2.
Okay.
Now, of course, then I'll draw a play immediately card, discard all cards.
Hooray!
Well, hopefully not. We'll see.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you did.
No. I was predicting. that would happen.
Oh, I thought you'd done that. I was like, wow,
No.
that worked out well. Good.
Forced trade. No, that's only good if we've got an NPC with cards.
Yeah, or if you're not able to communicate with one of the party members, because then you can just force trade his ass. Like if Chris is in the, out of
All right,
communication.
seamanship.
you can get the card.
I will have to work out. Cat jump, slick card play.
Oh.
That's always a good one to have.
Don't you
Has
have
it
2
been-
limited retrieves spread around somewhere?
Yep.
So if everybody has a limited retrieve, seamanship is a hell of a card because it gives you a nice permanent bump to skill.
Exactly.
There's your clogging greed back.
No, I was going to say, you could hang on to
No,
it if you wanted to.
No, it's all good. Keep it. I mean, you have the least amount of pooled pause, so
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah. Well, you're almost at 100, and I know Matt's over 50.
What?
No, I'm at 38. I wish I was at 100. That'd be crazy.
No, because haven't you already gotten one? Or are you, or,
No.
oh, okay. You got it from the, yeah, okay, yeah, I understand now.
Same place you did, right?
Yeah.
Pete brought up a really good point with big jump. It's like, that's a tricky one to build. I'm like, yeah. Yeah.
I'll just give you that.
Wish I had normal jump to aim.
All right, so do either of you recall any decent cards in the deck that I can use slick card play on?
What did you have a what's it called, a one of those cards that allows you to have everybody draw new cards, or no?
No, or even, yeah, I wasn't sure. Anyway, oops, where'd that go?
No, nothing. Just wait for it.
It's up to
Yeah.
you, but the seamanship is sexy
Yeah. I was going to play that. I was just working out what to raise. I'll raise my boating small up by 10.
Now the people with limited retrieves have decisions to make.
Yeah. All right. So seamanship, which allows you to permanently add 10% to a list of skills up to max of 60. I've played it. So whether or not even use a limited retrieve to get it, go for it.
I'm good.
All right.
Hmm.
Surely Matt, no interest either. All right.
Yeah. I don't know what to get rid of.
No, he's saying if you have a limited retrieve, you can
Yeah,
play
okay.
it on the.
Do you want to do it? Yeah. Let me see if I've got. Sorry, which one was it?
Seamanship.
Yeah, should we do it? Yeah, okay. Might as well. Voting or something. Already got something with voting.
All right.
No, it's not going to Bishop? No, that won't work.
All right. So do we want to go and get?
Hold on, isn't it only up to 60?
Yep.
Yeah.
My voting.
Yeah, only up to 60, unfortunately. So
There's other skills listed too, though.
yeah, there's several. There's like 5 skills listed or something. I used it to raise my boating.
Oh.
All right. So do we want to go get Alex first, or get some clothes or something, or a blanket or something?
Alex
This
doesn't
thing
want
is-
to get in here. Let's deal with this. Get rid of it, and then we'll go to Alex.
Ooh, weather forecasting.
All right. So shall we try the barbers and see if that works?
Yes, that sounds like a great idea.
All right. We shall go to the barbers.
Cut to Clem's Barbershop. The problem is that right now you've got the van pretty much illegally parked right in front of the shop, but you've still got a good 3 meters to scoot some very, very alien looking creature. And, and it just shows like McKay in the passenger seat of the van looking at the dock going, I know this is going to be bad. It's going to be bad. As soon as we open the back doors, the screaming is going to start and the dock's going to fucking go off and just start beating the shit out. And there's going to be a riot right here. Will that mess with anything? So there's
Can we get to the back door, like through an alley, or go around behind?
Right. It does not seem to actually have a back door to the barber shop. It just has the front. But you did check. Take card for coming up with clever solutions. But
Right, so
unlike a normal building,
maybe we need to get a box or blankets or something.
Hello, you're very ugly on our planet. Please put this box over your head. Thank you.
Do you, amongst your stick-on signs you have for your van, do you have any that are movie related, like a filming or something?
I was actually thinking the same thing, like getting like a big clunky camera and
Yeah.
like get a boom mic or something.
Yep.
And pull up and like come outside with it and like put some cones out so like we walk into the shop like it's like a weird monster thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. Basically, like we're doing a production.
We could stop
and then
by some really crappy, big, bulky looking camera that is shite, like the lowest model that's as big as shit. And
sure. Yeah, for $200 you can get a shitty camera and a shitty boom mic.
And I'll get a replacement phone as well.
And I like place them like on the sidewalk and say, "Sorry, we're going to be filming here in a moment. Sorry, if you could move back, please."
Yeah.
Give me a fast talk roll. This is very reasonable, and people don't like you for it.
Got it.
But they move back. And now they're curious, and the crowd is forming to watch the filming. Who's wanting to operate the camera? Who's wanting to operate the boom mic?
I'll do the mic since you know more about photography, and that way,
Yeah.
you know what to do with that.
Yeah, I'll do the camera, and then you can yell out the action or scene one of creature from
Right.
the whatever.
The
so that-
horrible thing comes upon you that you wish you had another person to open up the van door and lead the creature into the barber shop because both of you are busy.
I don't suppose
No, because we can make it like it'll slowly come towards us. So we back
Okay.
out, we open it,
Okay.
and we do it like we're
yeah,
showing.
back out. You're doing the shot, backing
Thinking
out.
hard, Chris. I was curious to see if
Beautiful.
we could come up with that. Yeah, I like just the fucking
Okay,
long,
so-
everybody like. "Brr." No problem. Yes, and the people are like, oh my, oh, wow. And somebody's like, so fake, you know. And right, you guys move it on into the barber shop. It eventually manages to squeeze through the door. It's not easy on it. It's like watching a super fat dude getting through a narrow ass door. It works, but it's not a happy time for it or the door. And everybody is fucking knocked back by this shit smell. They're like, ah, and it just leaves this fucking trail of slime and shit. And you guys head in there, and the barber he looks up and he goes, "Hi there, how can I help you?"
We'd like a shave, please.
Very well. Where to?
Point to the creature.
It looks at it and then give me a sandy roll as Clem sprouts a third arm and begins signing to it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
The creature turns to you in confusion. Clem goes, I don't think he's quite understanding. It's not. It's. I asked it if it'd like a shave, and it's totally baffled.
Yes, it would like a shave.
Where to? It's.
We don't know. We
Do you
don't
know his
know.
language or no?
No, I don't. He says. He
We don't-
clearly does. You're thinking. He sprouts. He's got 3 arms right now. He clearly knows its language.
You have another arm though. You don't.
It gets
Can you
sucked back
translate?
in.
Can you translate for us?
I don't know what you're talking about. He says.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Oh, wait.
yeah.
Okay.
How
So
about
this is
that
all a part of the
local,
process.
seasonally appropriate local sports team? They suck or what?
So I tried to tell the creature. I say, he's going to ask you if you want to shave, and you say yes. And then he's going to ask you where to, and then you say where your home is, and you will go home.
Oh, give me the fucking alien language roll of doom.
Okay. No.
No, it's your fucking creature now. You gotta keep it. Pete,
I
you
have a
want to try
reroll.
to...
I play the reroll.
Oh. Matt, meanwhile, it shows him in a bar with 3 arms signaling and shit.
This stuff's easy.
I will try.
Okay, go for it. Same message and...
So
Whoa.
close. So close.
The barber says, this would like a shave?
Yes.
Yes.
Where to?
You need to ask it.
He grows another arm and signals to it. He looks at you like,
What did it say when you said where to?
it does not understand.
It needs to go home. It's home.
Oh, return to home.
Yes,
Return to
return
home
to-
plane.
Yeah, return to home plane.
It signals to the thing, which gets on a chair. Clem then fastens a sheet around it somewhere and puts a towel on it. Give me a sandy roll as it goes away.
I got this spell rolled to figure out what's happening.
Yes. Yeah, I'm curious to see if
It's
I can
not
work it out.
magic, you're thinking. It's very disturbing.
Yeah,
I figured it was a part of the construct of the shadows here.
The shadow.
shadow.
The shadow. So, everybody made their sandy roll.
Mhm.
Cool. Right, it's gone and says, and Clem looks at you with his two arms. What can I do for you?
Thank you very much. We're good for now.
yes. Oh, actually, question: do you do mailboxes or storage boxes?
I do not understand your question.
Okay, thank you.
So you take your two-seater van, which can fly, over to where?
We clean it out.
You're thinking getting it detailed might be better
Okay.
because A, it's a lot of work. B, you don't want to do it. C,
I want to get it detailed and have it repaired fully.
okay, sure. The guy's like, well, that shouldn't be. Oh my Christ, the smell. So, right, 2,000 cred later.
We'll come back for it because it needs body work.
Oh, it shows people fleeing on the streets. Some lady's like, oh, I should drown my children so they don't have to remember the smell when they become adults.
I'm thinking of kids.
And then we take a cab over to the boneyard.
No
Mhm.
problem. The cab driver keeps sniffing the air because you guys were in some proximity to something that smells worse than death. But eventually, you guys get to the boneyard and lower the tone of the whole place simply by walking in. Alex, give me a dance roll, please.
Yes.
Alex and a couple of girls are on the bar dancing their little hearts out.
Oh, I get up there and dance with them.
Excellent. Give me a dance
I get
roll. All right.
Why not? Why not? This is a dance number now.
Okay, jumps up on the bar and give me a fumble and you'll fall off.
No, not a fumble, but I don't make my dance.
Everybody stops dancing and looks at him like,
What the?
I put my head down in shame and step down again.
everybody else gets off. So there it is. It's very for Alex. It's a strange futuristic dance that will no doubt impassion the loins. For you guys, it's kind of a retro 1960s feel.
The roof is on fire.
Everybody begins screaming and fleeing the building, knowing that.
No.
All right, so at last the party is all together again. Alex, give me a smell roll.
Hoping to not get this.
Mhm.
Correct.
Both of them smell as though they've been living in a shit sandwich and eating shit tacos, and their lives are shit.
Is that new artifact shave chaps?
Yeah.
And we've just been in the sewers dealing with some weird alien creature.
Oh, it smells, tastes as well. I can taste it. Oh my god.
Drink more. I'm sure it'll be better.
It shows McKay sitting there completely calmly as Alex slowly licks the side of his head. God, so bad.
So Logan, I'm curious because I've been wanting to know, which is why I wanted to come back here. Is this the exact same layout as the boneyard from the other place, Furryville?
Yeah. It is, although it's like it's missing some things. It has other. It's like we're gonna take the same basic building and redecorate the shit out of it.
So
Okay.
it doesn't have the obviously it doesn't have the Earth golem standing there and stuff like that.
No, but it does have like Geiger-esque statues that are standing in place of those guys.
Ah.
Okay.
What
I did
about
want
the
to know
big?
about
What
that.
about the chair that the goblin was sitting on?
Yeah, it does have one of those, but it's a much more normal chair that the bartender can just hang out on to rest their legs occasionally, type deal.
Okay.
See, and something that another thing though that it must be realized is that in the other world, that's where you get information from, is the boneyard. Here is where you get information from,
Mhm.
at the boneyard. So
Mhm.
there's parallels for sure.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Chris, take a refill as he's discovered another death.
Which I did also kind of point out on the last session was, again, it's the whole San Angeles as well. It's like, wherever we've gone, like even if
Yep.
you go somewhere that's not like San Angeles, it always comes up. It's always a name. We're either in a different zone, different time, or different type of San Angeles, or we're in a place where they mention something about it. So there's definitely a connectivity there. And I just think it's some like omnipotent being who's basically a spoiled brat who's just,
And there's always the 3 years ago thing that comes up at every place as well.
mhm.
Yes,
Some
but
major event or something happened 3 years ago, and the
I
3
would like
years
it
doesn't
acknowledged.
necessarily align with how long it would take for stuff to happen.
I would like it acknowledged that Matt's managing to sound smarter, but it's just because he's wearing the glasses.
Ah,
Mm.
I told you.
So I have a limited retrieve and a negate that I can since I can refill my hand. Do you guys have crop cards I can trade away for these so I can get a full refill?
Cat jump
Got,
minus
For
an
Pete,
additional.
that could be a really fucking valuable card if he's wanting to practice his big jump.
Yes, I know, but that's the other. Because I've got a sick card play and clog and greed is the other two I've got. So
Ooh.
that's
Okay.
the worst of the bunch.
What about
is
you,
the
Matt?
cat jump.
I could probably get rid of 2 cards.
Okay.
All right, so go with Matt
Then
then.
toss them and I'll give you these good ones.
Okay.
Good cards.
So, Alex, do you know about the barber shop and how you can use it to travel to the various worlds?
But I don't know if it means getting out of this world, I'm more than happy to go there right now. I hate this place so much.
Some guy walks by with a demon box and
Shut up!
shit. He goes, ah!
All right, did we want to keep going with the sewer stuff, or was there something else you wanted to do, Doc?
Sewers?
I want to go to where I can find better batteries. I know Alex isn't going to like it very much
Alec,
there, but I mean,
demons!
Yes. No, well, aliens actually.
Aliens! Demon aliens! God damn it!
Yes. So, did you want to do that now?
okay.
Did we want to prep up first?
Ooh.
Do what?
Prepping.
Get stuff to
Oh.
take with us.
You said
Sure.
the P word. That's not
Yeah.
allowed.
Preparation. What is it called? What is it? Preparation B or Preparation G or whatever it's
H.
Preparation H.
H. That's it.
Yeah, whenever you're in
Proper horsepower.
Logan's campaign, you need a lot of that because your butt's
Oh, you
going to hurt
certainly
after a
do,
while.
don't you? Yep.
That big black plot dildo is going to come out of nowhere.
Mhm.
First, it's going to slap you in the face, and then it's going to slap you right in the fucking ass.
It won't even take you out to dinner first.
What
Yeah.
a bastard. You'd be lucky to get a cheeseburger when you're done. And who knows where that
And you
cheeseburger's
have to
been.
pay for it as well.
Right?
It leaves you with the bill.
You don't want to know where it's come from, right? Like Chris said. Fantastic.
All right.
All right, well, decide what you need and which way are we going to get there? Do we want to take the barber plate? You know, and because I know where the gate is. I can tell you guys where there's an actual gate, but there's a lot of swimming involved. So you might not want to go through there if you're not good at swimming, because that will just
Cut to
Yeah.
it shows Doc Fulton like nearly dying and shit, shows him like being held by a big black tentacle.
The
like,
last time I was there, we got attacked by a shark, and Mildred kept insisting on shoving her arm down the shark's throat.
Oh,
Nice.
was it trying to make the shark bulimic or what?
Oh, she kept really making bad rolls, and
Oh,
I'm
I just
surprised
thought she
she
wanted the
kept her
shark to
arm.
become thinner.
no.
I'm really surprised she kept her arm.
Sound of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we struggled. Yeah, we struggled to get ashore in that one, But yeah, so I think the barbers would be a better way of getting there, and also
But I
that way
don't
we
know
can
the
show.
name of that realm, so I don't know how that would work.
Well, we came from that realm to here by the barbers, so yeah. Well, that's the thing. I suppose we can experiment and see if we give enough information or refer to it, like Bug City, for example, because that's what they call San Angeles there, or if we refer to it like Zardos because of the giant head, or see if any of them
Okay.
act as keywords for Clem. And as I said, also show Alex how the barber works, so we can then use it in the future.
I'm game.
So we should get together what we need as well. Hold on, let me look at something.
Yeah, so that's going to be not. Have you been to that world before, Alex?
Which one's that?
Got a floating giant head. Aliens have invaded.
Doesn't ring a bell.
All right. Mildred's been there before.